Right. Well, Brian, we definitely have a weather impact today for sure on store.
Yeah, but you're saying it's not going to impact us really until later in the day, right?
Not the triad. I don't think storms really start to flare up till like 3, 4 o'clock farther west, and then gradually start to ease their way into the Piedmont. But those storms will carry with it a severe risk, a risk that's likely going to evolve from one form into another as the evening unfolds. For Friday, another round of severe storms. This one not quite as extensive, will likely affect the triad more. And things are starting to quiet down for Mother's Day weekend, looking mainly dry. There may be a shower here or there, but I think if you got outdoor plans with family, I think you're going to be in pretty good shape this weekend. Temperatures yesterday got to 76 degrees, 79 in Burlington. The difference between yesterday and the days before is that we have moisture starting to build in the atmosphere. And when you heat up that moist air, it brings more instability into the mix and really helps thunderstorms develop. And with the wind profile the way it is and just the atmosphere setup in general, we could see some strong storms out of this and likely will later today. Last 3 hours, we've had some sprinkles around. It's not nearly as cool as it was earlier this week. Our temperatures range anywhere from the mid-50s to near 60 degrees across our area. A few sprinkles west starting to fade out, but looking a little unsettled at least for another hour or two. Don't be surprised if you have to give the windshield wipers a flick every now and then. The setup today is kind of over a broad area, the south into the Ohio Valley and into the mid-Atlantic region today. The area shaded in yellow has a risk, larger than normal risk to see some large hail developing today. For the triad, it likely won't see many, if any, storms until after dinner time, but it will start to flare up around that time moving in from the west. Best window is going to be after 4 o'clock today. Most likely at 7 to about 10 p.m. window is when things will be the stormiest, and it will be evolving from a hail threat farther west into more of a wind threat as it tracks through the Piedmont Triad. Earlier setup for the foothills, not as early as it normally is. We typically see storms early to mid-afternoon there. It will be mid to late afternoon for the foothills of Surry and Wilkes counties. Decent rain chances through the evening there too. Even the mountains might not see any storms developing until 3 o'clock or so, and then those impact icons are up for the later part of the day. You can see the western half under a more elevated risk, a level 2 or slight risk. It becomes more of a marginal risk as those storms, the outflow from those storms kind of combining forces to become kind of a band, a line, if you will, of storms pushing through, and likely will carry more of a wind threat as they ease out. Tornadoes are a low risk type of day. The winds in the atmosphere aren't quite right. We could have a warning or two conceivably as these storms start to flare up. But the larger risk involves some damaging winds and hail. We've got these hash lines from the update given to us by the Storm Prediction Center. This indicates we could see some very large hail in that area, perhaps the size of golf balls or larger during the afternoon and early evening hours today. So those are our primary risks. The risk for tornadoes and flooding will be relatively low compared to the wind and hail threat over our area. The hour-by-hour forecast gives you a better sense of timing. Notice here we are at 3 o'clock. There isn't much on our future radar. You can see we've got a few showers starting to pop. As we get into that 4 or 5 o'clock time frame, storms become more numerous. Hail-producing storms initially are a good possibility west of I-85, and then evolving into more of a kind of a congealed line as we go through the evening hours, and it may be raining for quite a while through the latter part of the evening, especially for parts of the triad, looking on this model like the southern half. Things begin to taper off tomorrow morning, and then more storms flare up along the actual cold front that comes through tomorrow afternoon. This one doesn't look quite as extensive, but there is a marginal risk for a few strong storms for Friday, especially over the eastern half of our area. Cooling things down for the weekend. High of 69 on Saturday. We'll have some clouds, maybe a raindrop or two. Best rain chances, though, this week come Monday and Tuesday.